Hey guys, I'm Elegant and welcome to another one of my update videos of Pokemon Black and White 2. So yeah, I think I might do these every Sunday since there's going to be quite a lot of information released because Pokemon Black and White 2 is going to come out pretty soon. So tell me what you think about me doing one of these every Sunday because there's going to be quite a few announcements and updates, and I can tell them all to you on Sundays if you want me to. Just tell me if you want me to do Pokemon Black and White 2 update video on Sunday until Pokemon Black and White 2 is actually released. Might continue afterwards, it just depends on how much information is going to be released about newer games and things like that. So yeah, it's probably going to be a regular thing of these updates. But yeah, Pokemon Smash last night on Saturday didn't really release anything, unfortunately, anything new. I suppose, announced a few things and showed viewers a couple new things of Pokemon Black and White 2 and the movie, but unfortunately those had already been announced previously, so I'm going to go over those sort of things and announcements that have occurred in the past week, I suppose. And yeah, I do have a little sheet where I write all my notes on for this video. But the first thing I want to talk about is the forms of Kyurem Black and White. Kyurem, I don't know which side they're going to be on, but they're probably going to be in the sidebars somewhere. Yeah, the Reshiram merged with Kyurem is actually called White Kyurem, and the black one, the Zekrom and Kyurem is called Black Kyurem, which are pretty uncreative names, if you know what I mean, because they're not fancy and things like that. But they are forms of Kyurem, so we can sort of forgive them for that. But the strange thing is that they are actually announced as two different Pokemon rather than forms of Kyurem, which is kind of strange since they are actually sort of forms of Kyurem, or they're meant to be forms of Kyurem. But people have sort of theorized that they're not actual forms of Kyurem. They sort of are, but they are sort of separate Pokemon. The reason being is because of what I just said. They've been named two different Pokemon, and a clip from the 15th movie trailer, which I'm going to show in a second. But the reasons behind all of this, why people think this, what the theories are, the reason why these separate Pokemon is that in the game, if you remember, it did say Reshiram, with the Pokemon Black and White game, not Pokemon Black and White 2. It did actually say Reshiram and Zekrom were the sort of like the yin and yang from the one Pokemon is separated into two different ideals. So if you remember that, then you'll know what I'm talking about. Apparently maybe the Kyurem's what's left over from the two Pokemon splitting from it all. That could be what it's all about, sort of like how Dialga, Palkia, Uxie, Azelf, and Mesprit all came from one in the Diamond and Pearl series. So maybe it could be like that, I suppose. But I will show the clip of what people have sort of come up with to be another reason for behind what I've just said. Another explanation. Basically, what you're going to see is first Reshiram sort of merging into, fusing with Kyurem, and then Zekrom fusing with Kyurem. So apparently the sort of fusions they're meant to be, apparently. A lot of people have sort of come up with this and posted it, but I just thought I'd show you guys and explain it a little bit more. So I'm going to show that trailer right now.
レシラムとゼクロムの力を合わせ持つ地上最強のドラゴンポケモン。その名はキュレム。
So yeah, that was only part of the trailer, not the whole of the trailer, so don't worry if you don't want to see all the trailer. It's going to be in the sidebars somewhere of the 15th movie. That's not the main trailer. I think that's sort of a smaller trailer. It's not as often, so it was a little bit harder to find, and I think the title's in a different language if you click on the trailer. It's in my sidebars, so I'm sorry about that. But it's in the HD, so I did that for you guys, so I hope you enjoy that trailer. But don't click on it yet, because I've got some more information to talk to you guys about. And the main information of this video, to be honest, the release dates. I mean, I know last week I did announce that Pokemon Black and White 2 is going to be released in Japan in June. A lot of people did think it was going to be June the 2nd, though, because of the fact Junichi Matsuda, pronouncing his name wrong again, sorry about that, actually released on Twitter. He announced the release date. People translated that in Google because he does talk Japanese. And they thought he said that it was going to be released on June 2nd, but apparently that was a Google mistranslate. and the 2 was moved around in the sentence, and the sentence was structured differently than it should have been, and people thought that it was the 2nd of June rather than Black and White 2, if you know what I mean. So people got it wrong. So the exact date's not been released yet. It's still just in June, unspecified. But the what the real announcement is that Pokemon Black and White 2 is going to be released in UK and America at the same time in fall, or autumn if you're British like me, because fall's more American. So yeah, it's going to be released at the same time, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure if the previous games have been released at the same time, but in fall pretty soon after the Japan release. So I'm quite looking forward to that, and I'll do some more update videos when the exact release date is going to be released. But this was actually announced in a Pokemon Black and White 2 trailer, well, English release trailer. It didn't really show any gameplay or anything like that. It just showed the release date, and it also named Black and White Kyurem. So it just said that in English, because the whole thing's in English. It's going to be in the sidebar somewhere, so check that out. Basically, Black Kyurem, White Kyurem, Pokemon Black and White 2 is going to be released in UK and America in this fall. So nothing really more on that, and that's pretty much all the information that has been brought up this week. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and hopefully there'll be a bit more information for next week, because this was a little bit brief on the information. And I'm guessing a lot of you guys will have already seen this. So in the sidebars you'll see the 15th trailer movie trailer, and the Pokemon Black and White 2 English and American release trailer. So go check them out because they're pretty cool videos. And I will see you next week. So don't forget to comment on about the me doing every week, because I think I'm going to do that anyway. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope this has been helpful to you guys, and I'll see you next week, hopefully.